Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to talk about a dream I had last night, and it was very, very bizarre. Um, it was about video games, and it's really weird because I don't normally have dreams about video games in any capacity. Um, and this is kind of like later in the day, so it's been about 10 hours since I had the dream. So, but I remember the gist of it. And this is going to seem, for the non-gamers out there, this may seem strange, but Kirk will probably understand what I'm talking about. But I wish I could remember specifics, so I'm just going to give like the vibe that the dream had rather than any kind of specifics. I'm opening a blind bag right now. It's like a kitty cat blind bag. It's called Tasty Peach. Yeah, Tasty Peach. It's like Meowchi Surprise Plush. Collect all 5 blind box minis in Series 2. I think this is Series 1. Total waste of fucking money, but it's a cute little kitty cat plush. So I'm gonna open it real quick before I get into what I'm about to talk about. Let's see what it is. I really want the orange one because I like orange cats. Got my knife. Ooh. Jesus. Well, it's a pink one. Oh well. It's really cute still. It's still really cute. I really want the orange one. I think my daughter got the purple one. I'm gonna put it on my dash. When I get a truck, probably later this year, I'm gonna put cats on my dash, like cat plushies. Grown ass man putting plushies on his dashboard. Y'all think I give a fuck what people think? Y'all should know me by now. I'll show you a picture of my dash right in the way it looks right now. I'll put a picture up. Anyway, the dream I had. So, I guess I can give a little background. I use Steam. Valve, the company Valve, runs a video game distribution, kind of third-party distributor called Steam. It's basically like a storefront for publishers and developers to put their games on, whether it be AAA publishers or indie developers or whatever. So I had a dream that, and I wish I could remember what the game was, but just to give an example of the vibe of the dream, it was like every game on Steam in the future, once the post-humanism begins, right? Once they get a brain chip, like they get a chip in your brain and they get you integrated into the Matrix or whatever. Like it was that vibe in the dream, where it's like everybody was interconnected, right? And video game distribution in the future involves nothing but transactions, where every game is free, but it's free in like quotation marks. You would get your video games for free. Let's say, just to give an example, really like the normiest thing to talk about would be like Mario Brothers, right? Maybe even Pac-Man, because everybody understands Pac-Man. Everybody should understand Mario Brothers. So I'm gonna go with Mario Brothers. Let's say, for instance, in the future, right, in this post-humanist future, where everybody's connected to the internet, everybody's connected to the Matrix, right, through their minds. Everybody gets their video games for free. You just pick and choose whatever game you want. You download it, and boom, you can start playing. But let's say, for instance, Mario Brothers. You get the basics, right? You get the basic Mario Brothers package. Or if you're playing Grand Theft Auto, you get the basic Grand Theft Auto package, Grand Theft Auto 9, whatever number is up to by now, or by then. By now, that's kind of creepy. So you get the basic Pac-Man package and the basic Mario Brothers package, where you know how in Mario Brothers you got different abilities, right? Just to be an asshole and explain Mario Brothers to everybody, where the premise, right, is to go right and jump on Goombas, jump on monsters or whatever, save the princess. That's the premise. That's the goal. And collect points, collect coins, blah blah blah. But in this post-humanist world, you get the base game where, let's say, instead of collecting power-ups, collecting coins, jumping on monsters, even the ability to jump or the ability to run is gatekept through a monetary system where you have to pay $1, right? Or maybe even $5 to unlock your jumping ability. Like, the only thing you can really do is go right in Mario Brothers until you pay up, right? You got to be a little pay piggy for all your games. And that's how they get their money. I got to pick up my food, so I'll pause it right here for a second. I guess I'm just gonna bitch about this every time. The fucking AI robot at the Taco Bell drive-thru is so annoying. Man, I would have just kept talking if I knew that dude was gonna take like 5 minutes to do his order. He spent like $60. Anyway, so in essence, the games in the future will be like paid DLC, like downloadable content, where as you play the game, in order to unlock your abilities, you have to pay money, you know? Maybe even like... Alright. Try to get back into this. I just had to clean up a mess. Fuck. Spilt my root beer all over my dash. Not all over my dash, my console, like where the stick shift is. So I had to clean that shit up. So anyway. So in this dream, right? In this futuristic post-humanism world where you're given access to video games, like free video games, unlimited free video games, but you have to be a pay piggy in order to play the whole game. So let's say, for instance, you're playing Mario Brothers, right? And the only thing you're allowed to do is to jump and to and go to the right, and that's it. If you jump on an enemy, you die. Just to give an example, right? You jump on an enemy, you die. You hit a question mark. You can't get any power-ups, so it's one hit, one kill, right? You can't collect coins. You can't collect extra men, etc. This is stuff you have to pay for. So in my dream, it was like this strange downloadable content kind of culture where it was like normal to do this, like in order to unlock, let's say, the fire flower or the mushroom, so you can get extra hits, right? So you can take extra damage. That's what these power-ups are for in the game. You have to pay for it. Either you pay $1 or you pay $5 or whatever. You pay another $5, you can start collecting coins to get 1-ups. Let's say you pay another $5, now you can stomp on enemies, certain enemies, not all, right? Etc. And it was like normalized, like you get the game for free, but you have to pony up in order to do the extra shit that you normally can do. And that was in my dream, it was like, it's hard to describe like how I felt, because it was like maybe not a nightmare, like an Orwellian nightmare kind of situation, but almost like, wow, like I can actually kind of see people just going along with that, you know? Because that's what people kind of do anyway. Like, they'll pay, they'll pony up an extra $30 for a game that's already been... let's say, for instance, a lot of these times, these big publishers will have the developers complete the game, and then they'll like the last, maybe not the last 20%, but like a good chunk, maybe a chapter of a game, if it's episodic, like they'll break it up into 3 parts and call it episode 1, 2, and 3. Charge $70 for each episode, and that's just normal, right? Like in games like The Last of Us, or I never played The Last of Us. I think that's episodic, but right now the Final Fantasy VII remake is like that, where the whole reason my wife didn't get into Final Fantasy VII remake, even though she was looking forward to it, is that it was episodic, And not only was it episodic, the series, it wasn't going to continue on the PS4, and she didn't want to buy a PS5. And so she said, screw it, I don't even care anymore. Like, it's bullshit. If you bought it for the PS4, you would have to buy a PS5 in order to continue the series, right? And you know, I don't give a fuck. I just pirate it on PC, you know. But she wanted to play it, you know. She wanted to play it on her PS4, right? She wanted to play all the episodes that are coming out on PS4. When she found out it's not going to be that way, she was like, screw it, you know. But that's normalized. That's kind of normalized already, right? So that dream was kind of a reflection of what's going on right now. But it was so weird that I had a dream like that, and this weird, you know, where the media is free, right? Maybe that can even be said for movies. Like, after, like, you watch a show, right? Let's say you watch a movie. It's a 90-minute movie. You have to pay for each 10 minutes that you watch. Like, you get through watching for 15 minutes, a little pop-up comes up, right? The first 15 minutes are free, right? And after that little pop-up pops up, if you'd like to continue watching this movie, you know, we'll charge $5 to your credit card or some bullshit. And then you get, you know, halfway through it and you decide you want to watch the whole movie, you know, just pay $10 and watch the rest. And even after that, you don't even fucking own the movie, right? Because it was distributed software, distributed media. You know, it's not legally yours, because that's the way video games are now, where it's like legal wise, it's like we don't even know, like the video games, especially on Steam, the Steam platform. It's like they make it very clear that you're granted a license. Like, you don't even own the video games. I don't even own the video games on my Steam account. It's like fucking there's a website you can go on to calculate what your Steam account is worth, and mine's easily in the thousands, you know. It's like probably 2,000. And like I don't even own that. It's not even mine. Like, the account, legally I probably own the account, right? Because it's my information, supposedly. Ain't no telling what legal shenanigans, you know, are wrapped up in that. But 20 years from now, 30 years from now, when I'm 60 or 70, is Steam, what is Steam gonna look like? What are platforms like GOG, or what's the other one, Epic Games, that fucking garbage fire? Like, what are their distribution platforms gonna look like 30 years from now, 40 years from now? These publishers, you know, when it comes to normies, they get away with everything because people are just that stupid and that gullible. This is turning into a rant. This is going to turn into a rant about downloadable content and the promises, supposedly the promises of digital media was going to give, right? Like, paperback books and hardcover books right now are the same fucking price as a digital version of a book. Y'all want to explain to me, like, that should be like the ultimate, one of the big reality breakdowns, right? And a lot of the first grade truthers going to go, oh, it's just corporate greed. It's like, no, man, it's meant to demoralize. Like, it's meant for fucking assholes like me to notice and be like, you know, that's not right, and get all wrapped up, you know, get all angry and pissed off about it. It's like, that's bullshit that digital books are the same fucking price as physical books. And the whole, like, I remember when downloadable content was first, how do I put it, marketed to people back in, like, shit, I want to say maybe the beginning of 2000, probably right after the job application, right? That wouldn't surprise me. But, you know, downloadable content was like a promise to the consumer. Like, it was marketed as an option for consumers to, it's like, oh, we can continue on with the video game. We make a video game, right? Their publishers saying, oh, we make video games. Your favorite video game can have this downloadable content while we have our developers continue making games or continue making content for that game, right? That was the promise. You know, extra $20, and it's not that at all, right? Obviously, extra $20 will get you the expanded story while we keep developing it. No, they didn't do that at all. What they do now, and that's not true for everybody, right? But what they do now is that I gotta stop by the store and replace that root beer. That was for my daughter. Anyway, so the promise was, you know, developers get to have a job, right? That's one thing. The consumer benefits because their favorite video game story or whatever the fuck, whatever game gets continued, right? Like you play, let's say for instance, Mario Brothers, just to give the example, World 1 through 8 in the base game, the developers, after the game publishes, right, the developers still have their job. They're still making levels, right? Oh, they're making levels for Mario Brothers. Now we got Mario Brothers A, B, C, and D, World A, B, C, and D, continuing after World 8. And they can go, did I pass Dollar General? I think I did. Now they can go, oh, we got these extra levels for y'all, thanks to the hard work of our developers, right? And I gotta turn around. Shit, I was talking. And now they can, it's like supposed to be like a good customer service thing that kind of benefits the consumer. And it's not like that at all. Fucking 30 years later, and it's been just demolished, right? Consumer trust has been demolished. And this shit is normalized. Like, publishers taking advantage of the consumers is just normalized by this point. Everybody expects these big publishers to just be pieces of shit. It's fucking crazy. And it was supposed to, the big promise of digital media was that the price was going to go down. And y'all know as well as I do that that hasn't happened at all. Physical media and digital media are the same fucking price still. Like it was going to be like, oh, we're going to pass on the savings to our consumers, right? To our customers, I mean. Well, might as well be consumers. And that didn't happen either. It's like downloadable content expansions for video games are still $60. Our video games are $60, now going on $80. Nintendo with their Mario Kart, new Mario Kart game, $80 fucking dollars, man. Digital. This is not physical. This is ridiculous, y'all. It's fucking insane. Like, I don't know. Maybe this dream this dream video turned into a weird rant about the promises. But this is a good subject. Like, this is an interesting subject to me. It's a reality breakdown. Like, especially with the book thing. Like, digital books should not, like, absolutely should not be the same price as a fucking hardcover book. It's like they sold it to us as this, I don't know, this crusade for the environment, right? They're always, these fucking people are always tacking on their bullshit. Like the last video I talked about where the feminist movement were just used by corporations to push cigarettes and all that other nonsense. It's always about selling a product. Anytime you hear the word environment, or you hear the word feminism, or you hear the word red pilled, even for either the manosphere or whatever, it's always about selling a product to some fucking idiot. Separate some moron with their money. It's like, oh, it's green, right? It's a digital book, it's green, but we're gonna charge you fucking $30 anyway. And by the way, if you get the paperback, that's $30 too. Thanks for your money, stupid. Thanks for the money, dummy. To quote the great DSP. Anyway, y'all, I think that's all I wanted to cover. Let me know what y'all think. Take it easy.